Okay, so we are reviewing the Cybertruck today. As you can see, it is very strong, but how does it drive? Now, interestingly enough, you don't need to pimp this ride. The ride is already pimped. Check out the Cybertruck. I'm gonna test drive it today. This is my experience, but stay tuned because later in the video, I have a crazy surprise. So this truck was actually picked up over the weekend and already flocks of people have come to this neighborhood. In fact, they had 2 Cybertrucks parked in the driveway here and maybe 100 people showed up to gawk and take pictures and go nuts over it.
So I got my Cybertruck on Saturday, super excited about it.
Wow, so it hasn't even been a week and...
It hasn't even been a charge yet.
Wow, seriously?
Yep.
How has it been?
It is the best vehicle by far I have ever driven.
Wow, and why is that?
So I love how quiet this car is. When you get inside of it, you've got that real sturdy feel to it because everything's that stainless steel exoskeleton. It's smooth, it's powerful. This is the dual motor all-wheel drive version, and this car is just amazing.
What are you doing? Okay, so we're moving into the car because the bird is being very loud. The bird is gawking at the Cybertruck. Everyone's gawking at the Cybertruck. Okay, so here we are inside. So you were saying that this is, I mean, you have a Tesla.
Yep. So I have a Model Y, also an amazing car. This one is better.
And why is that?
So what I like about how this whole vehicle is designed, it's quiet, it's comfortable. The squircle steering wheel here, this is just a natural place to rest your hands when you're driving, so it encourages all the good habits anyway. And honestly, this is just a really powerful view that you have inside of here. You pan around, you got this huge windshield and great visibility. It's an awesome car.
So you haven't sat on the tonneau cover yet?
Haven't sat on it yet.
Do you mind if I'm try?
Totally okay with it.
Okay. I'm gonna do the inaugural sit on the cover here. I guess that this is pretty, okay, it feels pretty sturdy. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. All right. It actually is pretty strong. Very cool so far. Apparently it's very sturdy, but let's see how it drives. Oh, hi, cutie. Okay, so I'm gonna have you hold this.
Okay.
Because this is, pretty big deal. I have not driven one yet, but that all changes today. It's just crazy. Wow. So far, it has a seat belt. Like most vehicles, no, I'm kidding. Okay, so interestingly enough, no stock. So I have to, I guess, go for, oh my gosh, that's right?
You're ready to go.
Okay, and which way am I going?
To the right.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I am going to treat this like a baby.
Bear,
Like
what do you think, Bear?
Like that baby in your lap. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We go straight for a little bit?
We're going to turn left here.
Ooh. Oh, and where's the, oh, so left. Beep, beep. See, intuitive. You guys, this is my first try. Figured out the turn signal. It's pretty intuitive here. I just came up on a turn very unprepared and I had to turn last minute and I just kind of did a version of that there. This handles so well and it is so smooth and the turning radius is crazy. So even if you're not paying attention or start to miss a turn, I'm surprised for this being a truck, how stable it feels. And Matt, you can share whatever you think about the turns.
Oh man, the steer by wire?
Yes,
is that right?
steer by wire.
Steer by wire. It feels remarkable. I mean, when you make that 90-degree turn at a slow speed and you make a U-turn that you can make in a Model 3 in a residential neighborhood, your mind is blown because you're like, wait a minute, I'm in a 20-foot long vehicle. I should not be able to turn around like that. It's bizarre.
Hello, good sir. Where should I park it? Hello, everyone.
Park it right here.
Yeah.
Block traffic.
That's crazy. I mean, it's just wild. It's easily the most futuristic car I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tires on it are crazy huge.
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa, look at that.
So, thought I would surprise you guys. This is the tonneau cover. I sat on it earlier. It's pretty sturdy. And then if you guys want me to drop the bed.
It's got the headlights. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This looks like a DeLorean on steroids.
I know.
You know?
Yes, yes. Jonathan, would you like a ride?
Yes, I would love a ride.
I think you're a popular person today.
Yeah. What do you think of it?
I think it looks pretty good in person. I like the front a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The turning radius is insane.
Yeah.
Like insane. Okay, so there's no stock in here, so I have to go on this and
Woohoo!
I don't want to give it back. Like, I'm honestly very sad to part ways with it. Okay, so let's see how the mirror works. We have one cover and then two covers.
Wow, that is crazy.
Stop. Now back it up. Boom. All the way down. All the way. Yes. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. And then wait for this car, I guess. Oh, maybe not. Okay, now all the way. Yes. Perfect.
Yeah, so the Cybertruck's got rear wheel steering, so at slow speeds, the back wheels counter steer to the front to tighten up the steering radius. Yeah. But then at highway speeds, they actually turn the same direction as the front wheels, so it kind of like crabs across lanes for lane changes.
Why do we want that?
So at highway speeds, that gives you, smoother lane changes. You don't have to, tow in and then come back out. And then for low speeds, especially with how long the wheelbase is on this, having the rear wheels, counter steer to it is going to allow you to have, a reasonable turning radius on a truck that's this long. And that's also something that, is enabled by the whole steer-by-wire system. So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty unique feature of this.
You were saying, so, one thing that I forgot and realized as I was watching some Cybertruck videos, there is no stalk. You don't mind that?
No, I don't mind it at all. All the buttons you need are here. Some of the features you need, you're easily accessible here. Your forward and reverse, it's just a simple swipe, forward and backwards. And the camera visibility is fantastic. So what surprised me when I drove it right off the Tesla lot, because I had never been in one either, is how comfortable it is. The seats are comfortable, the environment is comfortable, the ride quality is comfortable. And so when you start to pull away, you get that immediate, electric vehicle thing where, hey, this is going to be a smooth ride and comfortable, but then you pull it onto the highway and it just goes. And this is something special. Tesla's done something really cool here.
Absolutely. Now, have you ever had a pickup truck before?
Yeah, I drove an F-150 for 12 years.
Do you think that this is going to be enough to convince, actual contractors, painters, people who need trucks to buy this?
And so what I like to do is give people the chance, like hopefully you're going to get a chance in a minute here, is to drive it yourself. And the car sells itself. It doesn't require any convincing. The answer is resoundingly, this is a no-brainer. People are going to drive this truck.
What do you think is superior about this versus, your traditional F-150?
I think just the level of comfort that you're going to get out of it is better than what you get out of an F-150. Certainly the F-150's got a lot more features and bells and whistles and knobs and stuff like that, but you don't need it. What you need is a comfortable ride, a powerful drivetrain, all the accessory capabilities in the back with being able to haul, tow, and load, and you have all that here. And so you take all that plus everything else that you get with an EV, and this is, like I said, this is a no-brainer.
How is the range and charging?
This one is 318 full charge with the 35-inch wheels that I have on it. You can get the more range-efficient wheels if you choose, but this came with the Foundation series, and charging is similar to any other Tesla charging.
Now, forgive my ignorance, but is this the first Tesla vehicle that can charge another Tesla vehicle?
I've heard that. I don't know.
Okay, I think it is, because it has the NEMA 1450 plug in the bed, correct?
In the bed, correct, yep. So you've got the 110 and the 240 plugs in the bed.
Wow, have you tried it yet?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh, maybe we should try it. That's really cool. I didn't realize that's going to come in handy for sure.
Mm-hmm. Besides the fact that it's an awesome truck, it's also got, like you said, the extra electricity in the bed. You've got some 110 outlets up here. You've got some more in the back seat here. So I think when you talk about contractor usage, I can totally see somebody taking their toolbox full of power tools and plugging in all their chargers all over the place on this thing and just showing up to the job site and being able to go to work all day on this thing.
Now, isn't the tonneau cover, how do you say it? Is it tonneau?
Tonneau, yep.
Tonneau? That thing's pretty strong, right?
I've seen people
sit on it,
stand on it, jump on it on YouTube. I have not done that yet.
You haven't sat on it?
it's not my thing, but you know, you've got full control over it here too. So as you're driving down the road, you can open it and close it. It's actually open right now, so it's closing.
Are you scared if I try to sit on it? Are you worried about it breaking?
I'm not worried about it breaking.
That is a covert way to ask you about my weight. No, I'm kidding. Does this have FSD?
Not yet. So it is FSD capable, but it is not released yet.
Why is that?
Because they have to go through the whole process of teaching the cameras with a new vehicle and making sure that it's safe and released to the public, and they wanted to make sure that that was done correctly.
Do you have any idea when you might have it in your Cybertruck?
I don't know.
Okay. And then, does it have Sentry mode?
It does.
It does.
Yep, so that's right here. And so it's just a one button click to turn on Sentry mode.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so I didn't know that either. Okay, so it does have Sentry mode. So it was incredibly cool to drive the Cybertruck. I felt like Santa. I took it to my boyfriend's work and surprised all of the people, all the employees. They were like freaking out over it. And I think one thing that, you know, maybe people don't emphasize or talk about is you really feel like a badass driving this truck. I mean, I feel pretty cool in my Model 3. I have a wrapped Model 3 that's pretty flashy. But driving this thing around, I feel like I'm Big Britches Betty. Like, seriously, people are just stunned.
It's really cool. If I had a little more patience, I probably would have waited to get this instead of my Toyota.
Yes. Do you think that it's enough to convince, like, F-150 drivers to switch?
Maybe? I guess it depends on what and why they're driving it. And also, the F-150 is a lot cheaper.
How does it compare to your Tesla?
It's funny to see kind of the shared pieces of it, you know, like it's definitely got a Tesla interior on it, but it's very different on the outside,
right?
You know? Yeah.
Is this something you think you would ever want?
Oh, I want it right now. Yeah. Is it something I could get? It depends.
Yeah.
It's
might be waiting a while.
probably waiting for a while on this, you know. But it's pretty crazy looking. I wonder how hard it is to keep it looking clean with the finish.
Well, it's definitely an eye catcher. It's much larger than I thought it would be. The wheels are huge on it, and the windows also are. They really catch you by surprise.
This thing's sick.
Yeah.
This is super dope.